changing, the nations are stirring. The prophecies of thousands of years are awakening before our eyes. From Sinai to Sanhedrin, from exile to redemption, the story continues. This is the generation that must rise, unite, and bring Torah back to the center of the world. Welcome to the Sanhedrin Initiative. Wisdom, justice, and truth, preparing Am Yisrael and all of humanity for the Geulah.
The Sanhedrin Initiative, building the spiritual leadership for Am Yisrael and the world, preparing the path for Geulah.
In the beginning, before there was heaven and earth, before angels, time or light, there was only Hashem, infinite, beyond description. And yet, Hashem desired something, not angels praising Him above, not souls floating in perfection. He desired Adira B'Tachtenu, a dwelling place in the lowest world, a world of confusion, of choice, of darkness, where a soul wrapped in a body would say, Hashem Echad. That's the purpose of creation, to reveal the infinite inside the finite, to make the physical world itself a home for the divine. Every mitzvah, every act of kindness, every moment of Torah builds another brick in that home. And now, in our generation, we're not just learning about the dwelling place. We're finishing it. We're preparing the world for the final revelation, for the actual Geulah. We are building what we understand.
You are learning Torah with Sanhedrin advisor, Rabbi Yosef EDERY.
So today we're going to talk in detail about this dwelling place for Hashem down here, and why it is the most important thing before we even get into where we're holding right now. So we're going to kind of start from the beginning, just like the Torah starts with a story. We're going to look at the Torah, we're going to look at the story of creation, and we're going to ask some questions. We're going to ask a lot of questions about why is it even important for the Torah to start with a story? Just tell me the book of the laws. Tell me the commandments. Why are you starting off with a story? We're talking about the story of creation. The Torah starts off with a story, the story of how God created the world, so that first of all we know that the ownership of the universe belongs to the Creator. This gives precedent to later discovering in more detail what the plan for the universe is. Who are the children of who? Where did God give them permission to live? And eventually, that the children of Israel will inherit the land of Israel, and that the nations should know that this too is the will of Hashem. This too is the will of the Creator. It's His world, and this is how He made it come to pass. But this raises an even deeper question. Why do the children of Israel need a homeland? Shouldn't they just be going around in caravans, spreading the good word? What do they need a physical state, a physical house, dealing so much with physicality? And the simple answer to that is, according to what the Rebbe teaches, that the only way you can influence someone truly is by being a good example. When you go to sit and pray in the synagogue, you need to be praying to Hashem. And when your kid sees that you're praying to Hashem and that you're having in mind the words that you're saying, then he will also pray to Hashem. But if you're just focused on him and his behavior, then he thinks that the reason you come to pray is to make him look small. And then the only memory he has is that he suffered while going to pray. And that he might do to his children as well. So we really lead by example. And the children of Israel, for 2,000 years, they've been running around the world, leading by example, by passing the message of the Torah out to the nations, visiting each of their homelands, and teaching to the best of their ability the morals and ethics and the fundamentals of Torah, the truth, the justice, charity, and prayer, and all the good things that the Torah tells us. However, now when we're more about building that home that the Torah tells us to build, we're more now connected to the feminine aspects. We're building the house. And in this moment, we need to lead by example from our country, from Israel. And this Israel is a small country as of now, but it's supposed to lead by example for other countries. We're already seeing this in modern history, the way even now before the state of Israel, is just like a flower, and out of that flower comes the fruit. The fruit is Judaism, is God is the king and the Torah is the law. The flower is kind of Zionism, just protecting the human body of the Jew, but not the soul yet. The soul is the fruit, the actual fruit, which is Judaism, kind of like the pilgrims, the colonizers, the colonists in America. And then out of that sprang the Americans, the United States of America, the Declaration of Independence, kind of like that sprout, right? So we're talking about that happening now in real time. But all this, let's tie it back, starts in the Torah. The Torah gives purpose. The purpose of creation is to take that chaos and turn it into light, to divide the light from the darkness. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about bringing back that Gan Eden, that home for God, that dwelling place for Hashem. That's what we're talking about here.
The Sanhedrin Initiative, building the spiritual leadership for Am Yisrael and the world, preparing the path for Geula.